to me if I do. Tired of hearing excuses you're making. Future is set, it is mine for the taking. Spending our time living I've made up. I need to wake up. Holding my breath until you go. Anywhere that is far from you. You only wanted me to fail. Oh, I'm this way because of you. Fall every day to overcome despite you. Wake up. Wake up. Tired of hearing excuses you're making. Future is set, it is mine for the taking. Spending our time living I've made up.
How's it going, guys? Welcome to the stream. I'm just currently working out some audio settings, you know, making sure that everything is properly leveled. So, you know, I'm gonna be figuring those things out. So, you know, start joining in. And that should be a good level. Then I need to compare it with Dirty Bomb's actual audio. And then see if I need to turn it down or turn it up. How's your day going, guys? Mine's been pretty good so far. Really enjoyable. Woke up early, finally. Yunus Hudafi, welcome to the stream, my boy. Veneno Gallardo as well. How you doing? How you guys doing? You may notice that there's a little donation tracker, like a goal. That's because I need to buy a Visa mount so that I'm no longer slouching, so that I can, you know, raise the monitor to there instead of, you know, keeping it at the bottom, because I'm a pretty tall dude. You know, either that or buy like a very expensive chair that can go really low, but you know, that's obviously more expensive than, you know, 50 USD Visa mount. Obviously it needs to be dual, so I can have two monitors. You know what I'm saying? So I was fidgeting around with the new settings for my streamer software, and it should be somewhat good. We should make sure. I'm gonna make sure that everything that I've got in here is set to proper. Obviously, I'm not playing in super settings. 1 week holidays might get bored. 1 week holiday? What's up with the holidays? Why you got a week holiday? What is going on? No, it's not up here, it's up here. Post-process. And I do like high quality materials just because, you know, it makes the guns look somewhat decent, you know? Instead of like absolute potato. That's preferred in my opinion. Everything is off. Close. Oof, we're gonna have some lag maybe. Okay, so I'll just restart the game, and we should be mid-sem lunar. Okay, mid-semester. I get it. I get it, guys. Just checking my audio bar. I don't want to be clipping. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So, is the music too loud, guys? If you guys think it's too loud, I can turn it down a bit more. I think I'll keep it down there. You know, noticeable if there's no game audio, but not overbearing. Let's put Spotify offline so that if somebody else starts listening to music, it's not gonna bug me. And let's go back on Steam and open that Dirty Bomb. Dirty vibe, dirty vibe, dirty vibe. It's so funny. The instant you close Dirty Bomb, half of the stream goes off. They're like, oh, he's not gonna be playing anymore. Like, dude, I'm just restarting so that my settings take effect. It's not that hard. You know? Brother. I did some push-ups yesterday. Exercises, sit-ups, crunches. So my shoulders are a bit sore, but it's a good sore, you know, it's a good hurt. Too loud music, can't hear the footsteps. I mean, it's not like I'm playing ranked or anything, so this is just going to be testing the settings. I need to make sure that the stream is not too laggy like it was last time. That was a little too laggy. I changed a lot of things. I made it use made it use X264 as my encoder instead of H.VEVC or something like that. Whatever AMD uses is an onboard GPU encoder. Yeah. Okay, and I turned up the volume. Turns out that my Dirty Bomb volume on my actual Windows mixer was set to like 47%, so it was actually lower than I anticipated. So now it's actually going to be loud. It's a big surprise. I never knew how loud it was or how soft it was. So I'll be working around with the master, you know, just to see. There's an issue that Dirty Bomb does not have. Does high quality materials change player model? I don't think it does. Right? It shouldn't. That's character detail, right? Let's see. Oh yeah, look at that, it does. High quality materials changes the player model. Who would have known? Who would have known? Whoa, the game is super loud now. I'm just gonna turn it down slightly. Great, now I'm the only one watching your stream. Yeah, it's sad. Half of the people leave, you know, when it's like, oh, he closed the game because he's restarting to change his settings. That means I can't watch the stream anymore, and they just leave. You know, streaming is harder than a video because, you know, you're gonna be here for an hour or two, couple hours maybe. So you've got to maintain retention, and the instant there's any downtime, and like your numbers drop exponentially. It's interesting, in my opinion, very interesting. Let's fix that audio setting. Master, drop it down to 75. 75. Close. Should be not as loud. I wish they would tell you how loud it is. Like gunshot sounds, samples. Nah, they just won't tell you. Yeah. Ouch. My chair is falling apart, guys. Just a little warning, if I fall down, it is to be expected since my chair is Younes Hudafi. No, I'm watching too. Okay, okay. I respect that. My chair is falling apart. At some point... Oh, Sagar Gurung. What's up? Well, at some point, Benetta was, like, in the numbers, was the only guy watching. Ouch. Like, my chair is falling apart. I could actually pull right now and, like, get a chunk of the plastic that makes my chair. I need a new chair, guys. Yeesh. Bill Nye's son. Nice. That's interesting. I've never played with Bill Nye's son.
Here comes the hammer.
Whoa, that's
I
loud.
could be on a beach right now. Here we go again.
Sharp, innit?
Whoa.
Tremendous.
Oh my gosh,
Oh, yes!
that's as loud as my actual microphone. Checking on the feed right there. And that's not acceptable. I should be louder than the game because I take precedence. So we're gonna quickly tab out, grab a Spotify, and we're gonna turn it up. Don't worry, guys. It makes sense. And then turn it down on the stream. Right? So I get loud music, which I like, and you guys get standard audio. That's more like it. Okay, so we got 2 Phoenixes, 2 Sky Hammers. Should have kept it going, you know?
First, repair the EV and get it to the GA.
Pretty good. How are you, Sagar Gurin?
Then breach the containment lab.
Let's
Finally,
turn down
get
those
the
textures
override
as
doors to
well.
the container.
So I did change my settings, so I'm now using my X264 encoder. So my
EV is gonna
CPU,
repair itself.
yeah, I don't think that's gonna be performing very well. That's interesting. It performs just as badly as the other time. I don't understand this game at points, you know? Whoa! Sit down. Thanks for the heals. Who knew that this game would perform just as bad while streaming, whether or not you're using a different encoder? Oh, that's so hard. I cannot aim. What is going on with this game? Missed a lot of your stream? No, you didn't. I mean, it's only 10 minutes long so far, so you barely missed anything. You know? You didn't miss a lot, buddy. Don't worry. You're good. Okay, let me just turn up stat FPS. Because maybe switching... It's just the same thing, right? It's just dropping frames. What's going on? 68 ping is amazing for streaming. If you don't have like a fiber connection, then you're not gonna have obviously high, you know, super low ping. But what I don't understand is no matter what I do with the game, it's super laggy. But you know, when I'm not streaming, it may be a stream, one of my software's issues. But it was like perfectly fine like a while back. No revives for you, buddy. I don't care about anybody else. As long as you don't get a revive. So don't worry, guys. The stream is my fault. Oh, I guess I'll die too. Because look at that. It's so weird. The kilobits per second go from 29,000 to... No, well, 2,900. Obviously, I'm not crazy. I'm not streaming 30,000 kilobits per second. That's as much as I record with. But it goes from 2.9 megabits to like 37, which is not something I prefer. In fact, it's something I do not prefer. Okay. Try borderless mode. Could be. Let's see if that changes anything. Borderless. Okay. Phantom is controlling DB graphics. What does that mean? Is that a joke? I don't get it. No, it's just the same thing. It's just more steady. Whoa! It's just more steady drops instead of, you know, my frames drop by a couple dozens. I just don't understand, you know? Maybe I should turn on... Put it on... Off. You think it's 70%? It's windowed mode. That makes no sense. Because the issue is... let me just check one thing. If I put on VSync... Because the issue is if you're dropping from... That's much better. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. See, this is something you guys probably will not know, or if you don't know or understand, I'll explain it right now. When you have... This is why I keep it in VSync, even if it, you know, reduces input latency. You know, I don't really care about that. What are you trying to do, buddy? I shot you. Right? Even if VSync reduces input latency, I use it for two reasons. When I'm streaming, obviously my frames aren't going to be at 150 billion constantly, because I don't have an extremely powerful PC CPU-wise. So it's got to do its encoding and transcoding at the same time it plays the game, right? So dropping from 100 to 60, even if your monitor is, you know, at a maximum of 60 Hertz, you're gonna notice that. You're gonna definitely notice that, right? Which is something some people don't understand. That's why they instead of showing you max and min, they show you your average frames, your 1% lows, and your 0.1% lows. That means that if you have extremely big difference between the highest and the lowest, on average, your frame is going to be super stuttery, even if your average is like 3000 FPS. Because the drop from 3000 to 60 is extremely noticeable. You know, obviously I'm using exaggerated numbers, but like dropping from 150 to 60 feels like dropping from 60 to 10. It's just how it works. So I fixed it by turning on VSync mode. So instead of dropping from 150 to 45, I drop from 60 to 45. So it's less frames drop, so my computer feels less sluggish. You guys know what I'm saying? Plus I get no screen tear since I don't have FreeSync. Stupid team and myself. There's a thing, right? I'm not paying attention, so it's not like we're gonna win. On vacation? You guys get it? Because he said vac. Because vac is a Valve anti-cheat. And vacation is a play on words saying Valve anti-cheat, you got banned and you're on vacation. I mean, I don't know. He could actually be cheating. And just, you know, he's banned from CSGO. So he's playing Dirty Bomb until he can get a second account. Is your graphics lower because you have FPS issues? T-Slog 2, no. Not really. I don't have graphic issues, FPS issues in this game. Trust me, it's the farthest thing from what actually happens. In reality, I can play this game on super at, you know, 150 frames constantly, never dipping below 100, right? It's just when I'm streaming, my frames drop a lot. So actually, texture pool size. How many megabytes is 4 gigabytes? I'll just put 40012 because I'm baller. Texture pool size unlimited. I'm not sure that's what I want. Okay, what if I put 10 megabytes, 100 megabytes, 1000 megabytes, which is a gigabyte, 2000, 3000, unlimited is 3000, 4000 megabytes. Yeah. Technically it's not, it's like, so, you know, I'm not going to deal with that. I'm going to reset and restart. Drop received weapon case. Nice, dude. You know what that means? Nothing, because I can't afford actual keys since I don't have any money. Don't try to say my name, but translated it is just empty. Oh, okay. Tiesio Tusia. Something like that. Probably some added emphasis and... Okay, so I've got 2 RF cases, 1 KMA. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. So let me quickly restart the game so that my, you know, here's the thing, guys. I've got 8 gigabytes of VRAM, not VR RAM, obviously that makes no sense, of VRAM, video random access memory, right? The fact that this game cannot use more than 3 gigabytes, because more than 3 gigabytes is unlimited. No, I just want you to use like 4 or 5 or 6, right? Just so I don't saturate my graphics card. Because if you set it to like a certain limit, you can actually saturate your graphics card and the game crashes. And it's happened to me once, but you know, dude, you get some really nice frames. For those few games where it doesn't crash, you get some very nice frames, honestly. The issue is, right, you saturate it. Because you're preventing the game from streaming textures, right? What I wanted to do is stream those textures, but like fill it up, dude. Fill up to like a certain degree. Like don't force me to every time I switch my weapon see a crappy pop-in texture, right? That's why we need DX11. Splash damage, optimize this game. Ay ay ay. I don't have any more credit boosters. Dang it. Those free credit boosters, man. That's how they try to get you. Oh. Pew pew. Ay, ay, ay. So if you guys haven't subscribed already, subscribe. Follow me on Twitch if you haven't. Link in the description. Also, Deuce Man just got his hoodie. Or shirt, you know. So I'm pumped for that, dude. That's exciting. I did ask him to post some selfies, and I'll post them and I'll put them in videos and stuff so you guys see what it looks like. Because you know, Deuceman is one of the OGs. You guys know. There's a few OGs in here. My name is in Lithuanian, so it's hard to pronounce right. I get it. I get it. Most people can't pronounce my name or last name. It's fine. That doesn't mean I'm gonna tell you what it is. I wasn't born yesterday. Ouch. It's actually hella cold outside, you know? Like, it doesn't look like it, but it is so cold, dude. So cold. SMH. Oh, okay. Guesses he prioritized Merc's rework than game performance. Here's the deal. Merc reworks are good. This game is in beta, so I don't expect it to be balanced. The issue comes when it's in beta. I don't expect it to be balanced, but like, I don't see any changes, right? Like, for years this game has been running poorly on AMD computers. Extremely poorly. That's like a fact. It's not like you see some guys, they're like, oh, it's just AMD nerds and like fanboys trying to, you know, make sure that blame the developers instead of the actual company. No, dude, AMD and NVIDIA, they're both good for their own reasons, but when a game runs better on a Pentium, you know, I'm obviously exaggerating, on like a 15-year-old CPU rather than on a modern end CPU, there's issues there. Optimization issues, in my opinion. In my honest opinion. It doesn't utilize all of my GPU's potential. It is very limited into texture streaming. It is very limited, right? Just the engine they're using and the you know, DX9 that they're using is very limited and old and outdated. So I'm very excited to see what they do with the new change for 1.0. 2 minutes and 45 seconds to get in, 54 seconds to get into a casual match. Jeez, that's crazy. Yeah, so I think the important thing would be, ow, my chair again, would be make sure all the mercs are balanced, the ones at least you're going to be releasing the game with, and then make sure that the game runs properly. So once we see the game running properly, because you know, once you get into DX11 and you update all those things, you're going to have a whole myriad of other issues, right? You guys know what I'm saying? Man. You guys think I should lower the latency between the time you guys type in chat and the time, you know, you guys see me reply, because I reply real time. You guys posted and I replied. You're not really late. Don't worry, man. It's only 25 minutes. Nah, you're not late, my brother. That's exactly, man. That's exactly it. So just want to say that if you guys want me to lower the latency, like, you know, Twitch has lower latency. The issue with lower latency is that some people who have worse internet will have obviously less buffer size, so they're gonna be, you know, buffering for, you know, more often. So if that's not what you guys want, then you guys just tell me and I'll, you know, work around it. So TG186 is going to say that I figured out why the game was super laggy. It's because I wasn't on VSync. Because instead of I was dropping this many frames instead of dropping this many, which makes the game smoother, obviously. But I don't care about none of that input lag. I think I am an esports pro. There's probably more input lag on my monitor than my actual, you know, graphics card, GPU, VSync shenanigans. Also, Twitch viewer, how you going, my boy? Feel free to type in the chat. It's both YouTube and Twitch, so you get to choose your preferred platform. I'll cater to both, because I am perfect, you know? Nothing major, just perfection in here. Whew. So it turns out that I had Dirty Bomb set so low in the audio that I could barely hear it on my monitors. But it was like 47%, so I then turned it up. Earliest ever? Lantern, yeah. Technically, I was up early today, you know, earlier than normal. And that's pretty interesting, at least to me, you know? Because I set an alarm. I'm like, I cannot go to sleep at 3:50 in the morning, which is what I actually did, and wake up at like 1 in the afternoon and not have problems. Oh no, I don't want to respond as this dude. I want to respond as this dude. You're still dropping frames every now and then, but I got a good config, so it's all good. Are you using VSync? Ow. Okay, TG186, tell me what your average frame is. Tell me that first, and then we can figure it out. I can probably even turn up the settings. I don't need thread sync. I'm not a high quality materials. There we go. That's like the only thing I really enjoy. There we go. Although I may have to turn it off again. Whoa, okay, that was weird. Drop frames, stat, FPS. Whoops, yeah, do not want those. I don't know what's going on. Normally I can play on high and have no issues, you know? Should try polyphasic sleep. What is that? Is that one of those things that's gonna like make me sleep for 1 hour a day? 1 hour every like 6 hours or something like that? Because I ain't about to do that. I've studied biology and chemistry. I know what that does to your brain, dude. Whoops. I'm out. Oops. First week might get your body feel weird, but after it's going to turn out amazing. What is it? Polyphasic sleep. Poly is multiple. Phasic? Are you talking about phases? Multiple phases sleep? So is it the one where like you sleep for a few hours or like 20 minutes every hour or something like that? Is that it? Yep. Oh, dude, that's bad for your brain. Like 100% bad for your brain. Turn VSync off should give you better FPS. Here's the deal, Lantern. It gives you better maximum frames, so it reduces input lag, right? Because you have more frames to actually insert your inputs, right? It's a fighting game rep thing, right? I was getting 100 FPS. After it came out, 40 FPS. Download some random configuration. My Steam got, yeah, same thing here. TG186, no problems. I still get like 150 when I'm offline, like not streaming. But before, when I was streaming, I could get like, you know, a couple hundred frames. Even when streaming, right? And on high, so it's not the issue. Also, Lantern, it's true. VSync will give you lower frame rates but it'll be more consistent and no screen tear. So sometimes I get pretty bad screen tearing, which can be very problematic for me, in my opinion. I'd rather have, you know, slight input lag that I cannot see the difference of, honestly. But yeah, if you're dropping 50 frames, you know, from 100 to 150, no, from 150 to 100, from, no, did they like give me ammo? They gave me ammo and I received the ammo. Blows my mind. So like if you're at 150 and you drop down to 40, that's 110 frames drop, so your game is gonna stutter. Stupid arties with stupid drays, they're stupid overpowered. Shotguns at least make sense doing damage where they do. Stupid bullish locks being stupidly overpowered, making sense. God. Stupid Chris vectors. Imagine if the bullish lock did as much damage as like had the fire rate of a vector. That'd be crazy, dude. Predator A is like, diffuse, diffuse. Predator X is like, diffuse. I'm like, what? We're dying every time we go in there. We can't. So, whoops. So let me just say that frame rates and all those shenanigans. Whoa, that was weird. Whoops, there went everything that I owned. So like, if you're dropping 110 frames, you're gonna stutter. So going from 60 to 20 is gonna make the game feel like from like 100. Dropping from 60 to 40 feels better than dropping from 150 to 40. Get FreeSync monitor, they're really cheap in order for really $16. Graphics card to contain the solid, relaxed, deep breaths. True, guys, true. Also, Lantern, you're right. I do actually have one of my a monitor that I'm actually very excited to buy, but obviously cannot afford because I'm broke and have no money. It's on my wish list if you guys want to see and judge what it is. It's got the best color accuracy out of IPS FreeSync monitors, so you know, I really like it. 144 hertz, 24 inch. It's just the same as I have, but more hertz and better accuracy color wise. So it's a dang good deal for your buck. You know, I'm all about bang for your buck. That's why AMD is my baby, you know. Whoops. Whoop. Whoop. Ooh. Dang. Danger close, fam. Danger close. So yeah, it's the link will be in the description for the wish list. It's actually just the donations box, and then you see the wish list, and you can check out what the model is. So far, I did my due diligence researching, so if you guys think it's a bad idea, feel free to tell me. Night 6 hours sleep, afternoon 1 hour sleep, evening 1 hour sleep. I can handle polyphasic sleep. Well, here's the thing. You're just making, for me, 6 hours of sleep in a night is gonna make me depressed. Like, actually depressed. Whoa! Could you like that dream joiner? I might take a look. Okay, so it's in the bottom of the description. Whoa, dude! Like that's what I'm talking. There's delay in the chat. So I was talking about it, and then you're probably gonna receive it late.
Thanks.
Thank goodness I talked about it early. Whoa, dude! That's like a thunder, bro. Whew. I'm actually super excited because I can actually pull those frames, right? At 1080p, I can pull on Overwatch at the highest movie settings, right? I can pull about 150, 200, 300 frames. Obviously not when I'm streaming, but who cares about that? I don't stream Overwatch. I barely even play it. Bye-bye. What sleep make people depressed? Yeah, lack of sleep. Here's the deal. You can sleep 6 hours as long as you sleep before midnight, right? So if you sleep, if you go to bed at 9, let's say, right? And you sleep for 6 hours, you're gonna feel better than if you went to bed at 3 in the morning and slept for 6 hours. See, that makes me depressed. True, true. No, like actually emotionally depressed. None of that like, oh, I'm depressed. Like I'm talking like lower IQ depression, right? And I don't mean scientifically proven to lower your IQ in the sense of that you perform as if you had a lower IQ once you have less sleep. And I can attest to that. If you did an IQ test the day before and the day after, one day having no sleep, one day having full day of sleep, you're gonna perform worse. So it's not that lack of sleep lowers your IQ so you become stupider. Well, technically IQ doesn't mean that you're smart. It just means that you've got certain characteristics that qualify for a good problem solver. But they don't take into consideration creativity, which is actually extremely important for problem solving, which is an issue of modern American society, you know? You got me all talking about the education system. Hot damn.
They delivered a detonator.
Yeah, so the idea is that you want to go to sleep before midnight and sleep at least 8 hours. But here's the deal. I don't go to sleep before midnight because I'm not working out, because it's so cold outside, right? It is so cold and there's so much snow that if it would be a 45-minute walk at -25. So my window, the stream is in the other side and I'm wearing Bluetooth headphones. Ah, nice. Here, okay, so it's a ViewSonic something something. I'll figure it out. And to answer your question, how about Nikola Tesla? He only sleeps 2 hours a day. And TG186, Veneno Gallardo is asking whether it's weed or a cigarette, but you know, you never know with TG186. You know, this guy's just that crazy, dude. So I'll figure out. And to answer, Nikola Tesla is not as cool as you think. Nobody in science is as cool as you think, right? Like honestly, Einstein, crazy dude. Newton, crazy dude. You decide. That's funny. You know, most of those scientist guys, including Nikola Tesla and all those other dudes, they made great inventions, but you know, it's crazy, I guess. Like most of them obviously suffer from social disorders, mild autism and stuff. Some of them obviously didn't have mild autism and had, you know, harder autism. You saw the Falcon Heavy Punch? Falcon Heavy Punch? Falcon Heavy launch? Falcon Heavy? What is that? Is that a game? Love your stream. Thanks, man. So to put it mildly, a lot of those, you know, big scientists like Nikola Tesla, Newton, they had autism, so they obviously struggled in social environments and they were very weird, so they called them eccentric scientists. But they just had a fascination and a passion, and they know they followed it. If you meet some people who have autism or Asperger's, you see that they've got like this passion and obsession for something, and they're just geniuses at it because they research and work and study for it. Andres Madea, how you do, my man? But if you're sleeping 2 hours a day, you've got a problem, dude. Like actual. Benjamin Franklin was a terrible person. He invented the electric chair. Benjamin Franklin modernized what electricity is today. Here's the deal. If you invented nuclear power, right? You invented nuclear power and it's used for a nuclear bomb. Does that mean that you created the nuclear bomb? Is that it? That could be a thing, you know? Falcon Heavy. Let me search that out.
It's nice to be nice, though.
Let's talk philosophy. I'm checking what Falcon Heavy is. I have no idea what that is. Oh, yeah, the SpaceX shuttle. I get it. I thought you were talking like an actual game launch, and I'm like, I've never heard of a Falcon Heavy. Yeah, it's the one with like those like 9 Falcon rockets or something like that. That's super exciting. See, that dude's also crazy. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Yeah. I figured it out. I googled it. You know, we've got Google. It's like a, to answer TG186's question, it's like a View Sonic XG2401, I think. Yeah, XG2401. Obviously, it's not the best. ViewSonic XG2401. Check it on Amazon if you want to. Right, to answer that hopefully that answers that question. Let's see. He designed the electric lawn he himself and tested it on an elephant. Yeah. Back then, animals didn't matter. Electric, you know, killing people was, you know, was just a standard practice, right? It's kind of like today, where something that we commonly do and we don't take, you know, a lot of issue, like, hey, I don't know what it would be. Sit down, buddy. I have a proximity mine. That means I can kill you and you and you. Oh, almost had it. I mean, whoa, dude, that's like not what I wanted. I didn't want any of that. None of that. I thought it was dead. Please just give me the health and get out of me. Get me out of here. You don't want to follow me, dude. Told you, you shouldn't have followed me. Whoops. Yeah, I mean, like, those guys, Henry Ford, the guy who invented the automobile, Thomas Edison, these guys were horrible people. Do you know why they made those great inventions? Because they were horrible people who didn't care about consequences and how they affected other people's lives. They just care about making money. And if they made money from inventions, that's the best, you know, best option for them. Whoa! Right? I think it was like Thomas Edison had sweatshops, which, if you don't know what it is, imagine a Chinese factory, right, with like hundreds of thousands of people just constantly working on it, right? In assembly lines, right? And then whatever, but just filled with scientists inventing stuff, right? Whatever one person invented, they never actually got credit for, because who got credit for it? Whoa. Who got credit for it? Thomas Edison did. Nikola Tesla was a mad scientist with eccentricities and stuff, right? But like, he invented some things that would destroy the world, so to speak, right? He invented like doomsday machines. Should have aimed better and stopped talking about Thomas Alva Edison and Nikola Tesla. But who knows? Maybe that's like the thing that takes my stream to the next level. Pug, which do you prefer, Moa or Felix? Moa. Right now, the Moa. Because the Felix is just so slow. It does so much damage, but it's so slow. You can like one-hit body shot if you're Amy. So I would say that the best weapon for Amy is the Felix. Just because if you've got the snitch device, you can do... What? What? Did I seriously miss that many that I warrant death? Gosh, I'm stupid. Yeah, so yeah, Nikola Tesla and Thomas Alva Edison are just weird people. One of them is a cruel person who doesn't care about life's consequence. The other one invented a machine that would, you know, create earthquakes. Dewsman, how you doing, my boy? I was just some while back I was talking about you. How's the hoodie? Does it feel good? Is it nice? Is it a hoodie? Is it a shirt? Is it a sweatshirt? What did you get? You got your shirt. Is it a shirt or a hoodie? Just making sure which one you got. The car was invented by a German called Karl Benz, who popularized the automobile was Henry Ford. Didn't say. I may have said invent. Yeah, hopefully it's really nice. Is it a hood? Does it have a hoodie? Does it have a hood? So is it a hoodie? I just want to make sure what product you got a hoodie, right? With a hood on it. Those are supposed to be really nice. I got the best quality hoodies I could get. For you guys, obviously. Got you the best damn hoodies. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, so, I mean, I started with a hood. There we go. That's that hoodie. A hoodie. Yeah. Move! I need to kill this man. Sweater with a hood. There we go. That's cool, dude. Sweater, hoodie. I was wearing a hoodie yesterday, and it was a huge hoodie, like extra large. Obviously, doesn't fit me properly, but it was super nice, dude. Now I get it why girls want to steal my hoodie all the time. Cause I'm a player, boy. You know? Ay. What else? Let's talk about Fanta. Fanta, like a year ago, made a trailer, right, for like their, this is our anniversary for like 50 years of Fanta. And Fanta was made in Nazi Germany, during Nazi Germany, and the reason that Fanta was made is because, you know, during the war, they couldn't actually make Fanta, you know, sodas and stuff, because of the sanctions that other countries have put them on because they are Nazis. They were Nazis. It's crazy, dude. So then their trailer was like oranges going into a factory, coming out as bottles of Fanta, and it looked so. It was such a bad idea. Bad optics. Fits perfectly good. But would you trade up all of your tomorrow for just one yesterday? No. What's the point of a tomorrow if you can't have a yesterday? And like, what is the point of a yesterday if there's no tomorrow, is what I'm trying to say, right? Like, why try to fix a mistake or like relive a moment of your past if you're not gonna keep on going? Oh, it's at this point in my life, I'm extremely young, so I'd rather have more days in the future than days in the past. If I were 70, I'd obviously want to be like, well, you know, what's the point of living a day in the future more, right, if I'm gonna hate myself, whoa, right, for this bad mistake that I did. But obviously, I'd rather obviously, you know, have more time to live than change a fact in the past or relive a past time. Hopefully that answers your question. Whoa, what would you guys have? It's not that I figured it out, right? It's because if at this point in my life, that's what I would do. But if I were 90, right? If I were 90 and I'm like, ooh, I'm 90, I'm going to die and I made this mistake, or I want to relive this beautiful moment, or like I want to see my baby be born again. That's a beautiful thing, right? And that's something that you may want to experience, right? Even if it doesn't matter if you get to live again. Or do you mean like... Oh, that was funny, dude. Oh, that Nader got revived the same time she dropped her own explosion. Aw, dang it. The answer killed my heart. Hey, you know, that's what we're here for. Good feelings. That's what I'm here for. Nice guys finish last is the title of the stream. Why is Aura underpowered? Dude, Aura is one of the best medics, but not the best, obviously. That's the spot for Phoenix because he's perfect and beautiful and amazing. Dude, that's like a turret or something, bruh. Woo! Yeah, so hopefully that answers your question. If you want to keep asking me philosophical and life-changing questions, you know, ask me what my decision would be, I'll totally give you guys an answer. It's not like I'm not going to give you guys proper, honest answers to your questions. I'll just, you know, give me some time to think about them. That one was actually very interesting, right? Would you give away all your tomorrows for one yesterday? That's actually good. And I actually thought about, like, there are moments in my life where I just wish I could just go back, change it or relive it, right? But I also have to realize that, like, I'm very young. Like, dude, I'm an adult, but I'm very young. So I'd be missing most of my life just to relive that one moment that at this point in time I regret. Maybe in the future I'm like, oh dude, I don't regret that at all. Or maybe I'm like, man, that was important for my life to change this thing or aspect of me to make me more mature, right? Which is very important to understand that decisions and actions that you make, that you make today, they may impact your future, but they don't define your future. Except, you know, certain actions can define your future. Stream should be called Nice Guy Baits Women Haters with Proxy Minds. Oh, dude, that was funny. Nice Guy Baits Women Haters with Proxy Minds. Dude, that'd be funny. Actually, that may just become the next title of the stream. Good job, TG186. You just decided the next name of the stream. What's that, buddy? Walk away. That's right. Walk away. Whoa, almost made it. Thought that was a good friendly one. Go up and kill. Holland's got nerfed? Yeah, Holland's did get nerfed. But that doesn't change it. It just makes it good in another aspect. I just wish you could get like some form of headshot damage, because shotguns always had lower headshot multipliers than everybody else in the game. So not only were they pointless long range or mid range, right? But they did less overall headshot damage, right? But you know, a shotgun is just a wannabe sniper rifle. There's still my proximity mine there. Huh. Pretty good. Pretty good. Guys, we need an aura to back up the Rhino. We've got an aura. What are you talking about? Star-Lord is an aura. Whoops! Bad idea. Ouch, I died. Yeah. Why Javelin got beefed up? What's going on? These guys make no sense. Like, I stopped caring about what the community has to say. I'm making a video. Super controversial, guys. This video that I'm making is gonna be like 10 times more. Did that aura try to heal me by zapping me? Does aura think that's how you heal? At least I killed myself, technically. Has this aura ever put a health station down? That's a first. Oh, there it went. I came up with the next stream name, the Supreme Wall Street Hoodie. I might as well be your manager. Excuse me. But my manager... I don't have a manager, and I don't think I want one. Whoops. But if I had a manager, it would be me, because I only get to manage myself. Only I kill me. That's my policy. Only I kill me. You're just my muse. You're my inspiration. You're my Venus de Milo, you know? TG186, you're my model of inspiration. Oh, yeah. No, sniper rifle is worse than a shotgun. Just imagine a sniper rifle that is good at close quarters. Oh, that's called the Drace. Whoa, dude, that thing should be so broken, and it totally is. Would you give up your life just to tell the truth about something, or live a happy life with nothing to do? I'd never give away my life just to tell the truth about something. Like, there's nothing in my life that I would give up my life to tell the truth about. Well, actually, there is one thing. But, you know. Ooh, that's actually deep. Oof. That only works if you, like, have some form of... Like... What? I got a kill still. But, like, it only makes sense if... you have some belief on afterlife, right? Whether telling the truth and dying, right, is gonna solve an issue, unless you honestly hurt somebody so bad, you know, that telling the truth is the only way to solve it. Dude, I am trying so hard to plan. How many airstrikes do they have? Right? That could be a thing, you know? That could be a thing. Wow, that's crazy. A happy life with nothing to do. See, a happy life with nothing to do would be pointless, because what is happy if you don't know sad, right? It's a very interesting dichotomy, right? You can't have light without dark. You can have a happy life without any form of sadness, but then you wouldn't be happy because you wouldn't know what happiness is, right? This is my opinions, my philosophy. So I'd rather give my life away and tell the truth just because of my personal beliefs. Because I know that the thing I would say would fix issues and stuff, right? Rather than live a long, happy life with nothing to do, because, you know, that would be boring. I wouldn't be happy. I'd just be there. I would just exist. Okay. Plan on action. There's an air. There's a push record. Stupid Drace, you're spamming in close quarters. You're part of the problem. They're part of the problem, guys. They're the issue. These guys are the issue. Stay out of the way from my bullets. You blocking them from connecting with enemy head. Aim better? Oof. That must be wrecked. Oops! Oof. There ain't no party without Artie. Yo, Artie is the man of the party, dude. He makes the party. The issue being that Artie is pointless when you have Kira. Am I right, guys? Oh! Almost clutched it on my own. I almost clutched it on my own, guys. That would have been dope. That would have been so dope, bro. Like, the dopest thing ever. Stressing someone with complex questions sure is a lot of fun. It's not really, it's more like an in-depth look at myself. It's not really stressing out. If I were stressing out, you'd know I'd be stressing out. In reality, right now, I'm just curious. You know, what would I actually do? What is my philosophy, right? I think it's more like an introspective look at myself rather than stressing out. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I like it. I like that. Okay, what else are my other... Operation Proxy? I've made more than 6,000 game mode XP with proxying my squad. Why is it that it's not up there? Because this was like this yesterday. Okay, and you start doing some more support, I guess. Both, I need to start doing support and... I don't know. Do the objective? Gosh darn it. But I was trying to, you know, repairing gives you a lot of XP. So I guess that's objective experience. Yeah, I don't know. What would you guys do? Would you guys give your life away to tell the truth, or live a long, happy life with nothing to do? What is your personal philosophy? We discover now what each of us is willing to achieve, willing to do. Would you? Because there's certain aspects of philosophy and schools of thought that range with these sort of questions, right? Artie is more versatile than Kira. I mean, like, certain maps work, obviously, you know, an airstrike would better be used than a laser. But I'd rather have Kira than Artie, you know, a constant ammo supply, a laser beam that can be devastating for a long period of time. And Kira is overpowered. She can have the Drace and the Katana. So, best melee weapon, almost, I think the best melee weapon in the game. At least one of the best melee weapons in the game. And the best gun in the game. Just because it requires no skill to use. Wrecked. Oh jeez, I need to get some battery for some more batteries for my Steam controller because I can't use it wirelessly anymore. Oops, accidentally turned it on. Do not want any of that shebang. What are you gonna do? Okay, good. Turn it off. I don't want none of that. None of that. Okay, so let's play some Medic. It's me, Phoenix. Do you like me? I am Phoenix. I actually bought Phoenix, unlike most people who play him for free. What does his mouth look like? Oh! Crazy, dude.
First, don't let them
I mean,
destroy the trap
it's all
switch.
down to your personal gaming preference, right?
Then stop them from blowing
You
the
can
rocket
enjoy
carriage.
Kira more than Artie. You can enjoy Artie more than Kira. You can enjoy Vasily more than Amy. It's whichever one you like. Let's hit. Would you have magic box that every time you open it gets you 10 bucks?
Defend
Dude,
that track switch.
there's no downside to that. What is there a downside? Like every time I open it somebody dies? That'd be dope. Whoa, dude, that like messed me up, bro, fam.
They planted on the track.
Really, that quickly? See, the thing about planting so quickly is that no teammate is gonna be there. We killed them all.
Don't let them plant.
Can you play Dirty One with a Steam controller? I have. And it's a video. So if you want to see that video, I'm editing it, but you know, I was wondering if anybody would want to see that. If you guys want to see a video of me playing with a Steam controller, leave a comment on this stream saying yes. For no reason, just say yes. The thing is, even if you tell the truth, there's a huge possibility that you say that's my favorite field to choose to. No. Obviously, you know, you have to have some personal belief that telling the truth for a certain aspect or thing would change your life in a meaningful way. Right, and people can choose not to believe, but here's the thing, my issue is not telling the truth to some person. Hell, it's a boy, Skinny Phoenix. That's funny. It's not that I'm telling the truth to a certain person, it's kind of like I'm telling the truth to myself. Right, in a certain aspect, I'm telling the truth to myself. And it can actually change my life. The certain thing. Whoa! When the people that doesn't believe you is a super one. No, it doesn't matter. If people don't believe you, it's their choice. There's a thing in Magic called dual realities, where one person believes something is happening, another person believes something else is happening, and both people can be honestly 100% like honest and be like, yo, this is the thing that's happening, and I don't believe any other thing. That's why we have humanity. Yes, thank you, Deuce Man. I'll definitely finish the edit because it's almost done. It's one of the earliest videos that I made with the webcam, so it's you know, it's been a lot of time in the making. I just, you know, didn't know whether people would want to watch it, so I stopped editing it. More like Skinny Healing. Phoenix is the best healer. Yes, also good. Thanks, man. Whoa, dude, that's like not a good spot. Let's go from behind. You know, the ladies like it when I do that. What ladies? I don't know. You choose. You choose which ladies. Whoops. Whew. Yeah. So that's my opinion, right? Telling the truth obviously wouldn't be for everybody, because you know, some people have never told such a big lie to themselves or to other people that it would affect them in such a way. Some others have. Some others believe in an afterlife where, you know, honesty is the one way to achieve enlightenment, so to speak. Is it easy with the controller? No, dude, it's the hardest thing you've ever had and experienced in your life. I'll be 100% honest with you. The Steam controller is one of the hardest things, but it's better than an Xbox controller. It's just because you can have more precision. But I do get a couple kills here and there with a sniper rifle. There's also a stream recently where I played with a Steam controller, and I got a couple kills. Would you want a magic box that gives you $10,000 but it kills someone but also has a 1% chance the person is family? Okay, here's the deal. You're adding too many possibilities to it, right? It makes sense if you're like, that gives you $1,000. Make it $1,000. right? But it kills one person in the world, right? Randomly in the world. It will be completely this after the rework. That's good, dude. He's pointless. He's stupidly pointless. No, like you can just see a phantom and headshot him, and I have like with a sniper rifle, I've headshotted phantoms. I need to revive that Robin. Whoops. Okay.
But it's boring without a company.
Sit down, buddy. Okay, that's too big. No. You make it. You gotta make it small. You gotta make it small, right? You get $1,000, right? You gotta make it small, but with not too many complications. It's $1,000, right? But every time you open it, one person randomly in the world dies, right? That would make it incredibly like stressful. Like, dude, it's one in 7 billion that it's me or somebody that I know, right, or care about. But it's such a small chance, but there is a chance, right? So like a similar way that there's a small chance that you get a knife in CS:GO, but people get knives constantly. So it would be crazy, dude. Phantom will work differently. That makes me actually sad. It would be nicer if they just changed the ability. I mean, that's what they did. They just make him different. His ability works differently. You don't need to revive me. I revive me. Oh, that was scary. Oh, that's the way it's gonna be. True, that is the way it's gonna be. And I like the changes, I'll be honest. Would have been enough? Not really. It would not have been enough. Because Phantom is completely useless in a character like mechanic wise. His ability is pointless. He is too visible, right? Too visible, too loud, too pointless. His ability is very minimal. He has no recon ability, so there's no point for him to sneak behind, right? And he's only there to kill very specific mercs. You know? Gonna sleep. See ya, Shagar Gurun. Take care, man. Sleep well. Whoa! Okay.
Default defused. Defend the blocker carrier.
Whoops. A person got macheted to death because there's no machete yet. You don't dare give this man. Whoops, he did dare. Oh, I thought I could knife him, but he was too aware, so he ran away from me, you know? Yeah, there are certain, you know, philosophies that change and answers change to certain questions depending on what your personal beliefs are. You know, do you have a religion? What is your religion? What is your personal philosophy in life and existence, right? So you can get some pretty interesting answers depending on what you believe to be a true thing. No revives. And no revives. Man, I need a faster reload for Phoenix. Get healed. Consider yourself healed. Whoa, that lag, boy. Kill that man. Okay, where are you? Please give me a second. Whoops. Danger close. Hey, it's Pez. I know that dude. He's a cool dude, I think. I just remember his name. they should just reduce the bullet projection. What does that mean? Reduce the bullet projection. What even means that? It's the one that punishes people for movement in a game focused on a lot of movement. Nah, not really. Oh, he is. Look, Phantom is the only merc punished for movement. Is the thing you're supposed to say. Kill people to extend your life, or kill yourself to extend your generations. Ooh, you're coming into a very interesting dilemma. You become a vampire, so to speak, right? Do you become a vampire and end other people's lives to continue yours? But then again, what benefit does society have for your own prolonged existence, right? Do you believe in the benefit of others? Do you believe in the benefit of self, right? Is self more important than society? Right? What is your idea? In my idea, society is better and more important than oneself, right? La société est très important que l'on personne. I think that would be something similar to that in French. So, in short, I believe that, but here's the thing, how do I know my own generation would be a good generation, right? My own generations. What sort of legacy do I leave behind? Because if I leave behind a crappy legacy of like, well, we're gonna live forever, like as a family, but it's gonna be a crappy one where everybody's gonna be suffering non-stop, right? Or is it gonna be a good legacy where everybody's gonna be happy and they're gonna make changes in the world, right? It's the sort of idea. Do I banish my family to endless torment, or do I endlessly torment my own soul by ending somebody else's life to extend my own? It's an interesting idea. In my opinion, what I would do if I had to choose, I would take the vampire road, right? Just imagine how long you could live if you could just, you know, obviously you become a serial killer. And what if you get caught, right? Also, how does your life being extended? Like, because you could just work at an abortion clinic. You'd be technically killing a tiny baby, right? We're not going to be talking about your political beliefs on abortion. We're just talking that, you know, if the way that the life extension works, that, you know, you just sap the potential existence and future life of the certain person that you've killed. So if you kill a person who's very young, you get more life than if you kill a person who's very old, right? You know, there's obviously more humane ways of achieving immortality. So there's two options, right? You either take a random amount. Well, there's a couple options. You either take a random amount every time you execute somebody, right? You take a little, right? Like barely anything, just a couple years, or, you know, you take either what they've lived so far or what their potential for living would be, right? So if you absorb their potential for living, right, then you work at an abortion clinic and you live forever. If you take what they've already lived, right, then you work at a euthanasia for old people's home, right? That would be a thing. Or you just work as the executioner, you know, one of the scientists or doctors who, you know, does the lethal injection, which technically is being, you know, phased out because it's actually not as lethal as people would think. Crazy facts, you know? So I think for that you would need a little bit more clarification, and depending on it, you know, because you've got to deal with the rationale that you don't know what your generations are going to be. For example, let's say that Hitler's you know, great grandparents did not think somebody would do that, right? Such atrocities, but then he did. Like, is my great grandson gonna become the next Hitler, or is he gonna become like the next Gandhi or something, right? Who knows? So it's an interesting dilemma, and I would take the moral high ground of, because you know, if you live forever, you can reproduce forever. You did not give me a limit to that, so I could technically, you know, be one of the immortals, right? Have a baby, that baby grows up, and I could be like, if you guys seen Supernatural, Cain, you know, had a descendants, and then he went burst crazy and is like, the reason that there's killers in this world is because of my blood. So I'm gonna go kill every serial killer out there who is actually related to me. And he goes and does that. So I could become like a super cool serial killer who kills killers, but they're all technically related to me. Imagine the blood, like the tests, like you were killed by your family members, but you have no family members. That'd be crazy. Like you'd be killed by, you know, just, I don't know. That'd be interesting. I'd take the vampire. Going by. See ya, man. See ya, Deuce, man. Have a great day, my bro. I hope the hoodie is nice. Why are we kicking Pez now? Whoa! Is Pez AFK? I think Pez may be AFK, but he's not AFK. Nobody's AFK. Oh, Pez abandoned the match. No, wait. But we didn't reach the total. Whoa, that's dangerous. Whoops, 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 whoosh, whoosh. So yeah, follow me on Twitch if you haven't already. Subscribe on YouTube. Blah blah blah. New videos every week or something like that. You know, I post it whenever I want. I don't really have an upload schedule. I really have a streaming schedule, but uploads, it's kind of like, you know, why force myself to upload something I don't really like?
Let's try this again.
Whoa. What in the actual did that person just do? Did that person just double tap me in Dirty Bomb with a deagle? What is this, CSGO? Okay, I need to figure out who this person is and or if they're fishy. They may not be fishy, they may just be, you know, really good or had a lucky shot. But that was surprisingly, amazing, you know? In a game full of mediocrity. So, you know. And you guys are not talking in the chat. What do you think? Like a doctor? Am I your professor? Am I lecturing you? Is this a lecture? Do you consider this a lecture? Live alert as seen on TV. Level 6? That's pretty new. Probably a smurf, judging by his friend list. Yeah. Probably a smurf or something. Maybe this is like cheating account. Gonna go to Pug, and thanks for answering my questions until the next stream. Yeah, man, no worries. I'm gonna actually be ending this after this match. So, so to you guys who are still here, feel free to check out the podcast. We're gonna be talking about the new gadgets and you know, accessories for weapons. So like sights and silencers that they're gonna be adding, and I've got some interesting ideas, some interesting thoughts. And if you would like to see that and you live in a time zone where 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time is a feasible time to watch a live stream, then feel free to join it. But if it's not a feasible time to join a live stream, it will also be available on YouTube as a video on demand, which is called technically a VOD. Oh, I thought I could make it all the way through. Totally did not do it. Man. Can we just finish this game quickly? I've barely done anything all the time. I've just been answering philosophy questions. Like I'm a philosophy major. You know, everybody who has a personal belief can answer properly on most of these, if not all of these questions. Really good defense. I mean, it's not like we're working as a team or anything. We're just pushing randomly one-on-ones, you know, 5-on-1s. It's not like I'm really looking to win this casual match or something. I don't roll that like that, you know. Some people take every single game seriously, whether it's a casual match or a competitive game. For me, if it ain't ranked, why bother, right? Just have fun, bro. Run!
Mine deployed.
Woo! Good. When, today? Yeah, today. Today is the stream. But it'll be available, you know, for you European guys. It'll be available whenever, like a couple of hours, like an hour after the stream goes up. So if you live in Spain, which is 8 hours ahead, which I, you know, would technically be... But if you live in Spain, the hours would be like 3 in the morning or something like that. Something weird. I don't really... 17, so like, yeah, 3 in the morning would make sense. Or 1 in the morning, one of the two. Okay, you know, I guess I'll just die. So, yeah, if you're interested in that, feel free to subscribe on YouTube, guys. Come on, do it. That's a lot of damage. Doctor what? What's his Steam name? That's a lot of damage, Doctor. Oh, Draco. Look at that. This is one of those TF2 players who plays a lot of TF2. Yo, that's a lot of hours on TF2, dude. That is a lot of hours. That is a lot of hours, bro. Man, TF2, good times, good times. Those were the days, am I right? When TF2 was actually fun. And the community still cared, and the developers still cared about the game. And then it became Team Fortress Global Offensive. That was interesting. A lot of people are saying that Dirty Bomb is the skins are all against with the game of the feel, blah blah blah. Fidelity of the original game is supposed to. Shut up. This game is a free-to-play game in a modern first-person shooter mechanic, right? Did you not expect them to have skins or any form of microtransaction, DLC, in the form of cosmetic items? Gosh, get out of here, fam. Okay, I think that's gonna be it for the stream, dude. That's like 1 hour and 22 minutes. Pretty average. Oh, feel free to subscribe, follow me on Twitch, check out the podcast, check out my YouTube channel. Feel free to buy merchandise, link in the description. Feel free to donate if you don't want to buy merchandise or buy any of my songs, which will be, you know, available, link in the description. If you know, I am saving up to get a Visa mount so that I don't have to slouch and I can actually stand straight and not hurt my back every time I'm editing. So that would mean that I would have more edited videos on YouTube. If that's something you like, feel free to donate for the good cause. And as always, guys, let me turn out my gain. Ear rape alert. Have a great day.